I'd like to welcome everybody. I thought we'd get started. I think we're going to have people coming in as we go. So, but we do have a program for you today, and I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm Howard Fillit, Dr. Fillit, and I'm the founding executive director and chief science officer of the Alzheimer's Drug Discovery Foundation. And today we have a presentation for you about women and Alzheimer's disease. Before we start, I want to thank Mark and Elise Lefkowitz for conceiving of the event we're going to have today and generously contributing to this in honor of her mother, Estelle Gelman. This year, we're also very lucky to be partnering with Neiman Marcus Music Gallery, and we're especially thrilled to be honoring the incomparable Meryl Colmer. And Meryl, it's a pleasure to see you here today. We're all here today. Yes, thank you. We're all here today because I'm sure we've all been affected in one way or another by Alzheimer's disease. And as a geriatrician, I've been caring for people with Alzheimer's disease for over 35 years, and as a neuroscientist studying research on it for about the same amount of time. And I don't have to tell you all the tremendous burden that Alzheimer's disease creates for ourselves, as individuals, ourselves as caregivers, our family members, and our society. It's the most expensive disease in our society. It's only going to be increasing as the baby boomers hit Golden Pond. And I learned the other day that it's clear that we've had a huge impact on heart disease now. So recent research shows that we've sort of conquered heart disease in women. And in many ways, what's happening now is that in doing so, we've created longer lives for women, and a cohort of women who are hitting 75 and 80 that instead of dying or having heart attacks and heart disease are developing dementia. And so dementia is actually twice as common now as heart attacks in older women. And that's really an amazing statistic. So we're here today to talk about what's different in women with Alzheimer's disease and why women have a greater risk. And I'm very pleased to be partnering on this with Robbie Brinton. Robbie's a very old friend. We've known each other more than 35 years, I think. We met at the Rockefeller University back a long time ago when I had started the Alzheimer's clinic, and Robbie was working in the laboratory of the neurobiology of gonadal hormones, which basically means she was one of the early pioneers in the study of the effect of estrogen on the brain in animals and then subsequently in humans. And so Robbie is currently the Van der Veer Chair in Therapeutic Discovery and Development and a professor of pharmacology and pharmaceutical sciences, biomedical engineering, and neurology at the University of Southern California. And she shares my lifelong dedication to Alzheimer's research. We're going to present you some information, and then we'll go to questions. So let me begin. Actually, this being a fashion show, it turns out that Alzheimer's disease was entirely reliant on fashion for its discovery. And the reason is that around the 1880s or so, there was a huge advance in fashion. And what it was that the synthetic dye industry had progressed to the point where synthetic dyes could be made. And for the first time, dresses could be made with synthetic dyes for coloring instead of natural dyes. And this greatly enhanced the process. And what you're seeing here is a picture of a very famous painting, because these were one of the first dresses that were made with a synthetic dye called Congo red. And it was really a big deal. And actually, I saw this painting at the Metropolitan Museum of Art not too long ago. Now, this Congo red, the